Alright, today it's Veo 2 from Google against the best AI video platforms out there. Let's see what Veo 2 can do and what it can't. Is it really worth the money? Stay till the end. I also checked PixVerse, Hedra, Vidu and others. The results are pretty surprising. Without further ado, let's jump straight into the endgame between the ultimate challenger Veo 2 from Google and the all-star team of Luma Dream Machine, Sora, Kling AI and Wan AI. Will Veo 2 manage to win one of the 8 titles, or will Veo 2 leave empty-handed? In order to be able to present the results to you properly, I'm showing you this formation again. To the right, you can always see the defending champion for each prompt, and to the left, the challenger. The first example takes us back to the time of the Vikings and shows the prompt, "The man starts laughing." Sora easily defends its position with this very dynamic interpretation. The realization of Blackbeard, the prompt reads, "The man starts crying," also leaves little to be discussed. Veo 2 struggles due to a relatively static version. In our third example with William Wallace, the prompt reads, "The man looks extremely shocked." Veo 2 can't score any points here either. Even in the fourth comparison with Joan of Arc, just check for yourselves, Veo 2 is unable to surpass Sora's very energetic performance. Thus, halfway through the endgame, the focus was initially on facial expressions. It's already 0 to 4 from Veo 2's point of view. The emphasis in the second half is once again on the so-called prompt adherence. In other words, how accurately is the prompt executed by the AI platform? The thunderstorm shows once more that Wan AI's realization is absolutely unrivaled, and remains the champion in this case. Veo 2 also struggles with this challenge. The implementation looks a little odd. The lightning looks like it was created in a chemistry lab, and the rain appears, I'm afraid to say, to be mapped very selectively across the image. If we now look at the comparison between Kling AI and Veo 2, the race is almost even. However, just like all other platforms, Veo 2 was unable to integrate the required polar bear into the video. Considering that Veo 2 had been hyped that much, Kling AI remains the winner to me. The next example again shows this very inspiring speech by William Wallace. Veo 2 tries to keep up, although somewhat statically. But Wan AI's version is simply too perfect. Therefore, Wan AI remains number 1. In the final showdown, the camera rotates around the subject. Kling AI and Veo 2 face off again. If you look at the videos from a distance, you might come to the conclusion that both are relatively equal. However, if you take a closer look, you will see that Kling AI's version is significantly better, especially when it comes to realizing the face. If we now review the entire match, we notice that the previous winners, i.e. the team around Sora, Luma Dream Machine, Wan AI and Kling AI, achieved a landslide victory. Veo 2 was not able to prevail in a single match. That's why the result of this endgame is 0 to 8 from Veo 2's point of view. Which begs the question, $2.50 for these results is not really justified. I hope the developers will reconsider the price so that the use of this platform becomes much more attractive. Knowing the two opponents was also important in the endgame. If you click on AI videos, in the navigation on the left-hand side of One.video, you will be redirected to your dashboard. Use Image to Video there. Upload your image here. Copy the prompt here and then click on Generate Video. This will then be displayed to the right. If you want to use Veo 2, there are 2 options. Firstly via veo2.ai or as shown here via fal.ai. First click on Explore. There is currently still this prominent teaser graphic. Click on it, or alternatively enter the word Veo into the search mask. The video model will then be displayed under Featured Models. You can also click on it here and jump to your dashboard. Copy the prompt here and upload the image. Further down, you can make settings for the aspect ratio and duration. Click on Run to start the video creation process. I strongly suspect that some of you might say, you haven't tested them all. That's true, so let me show you the other video AI platforms I know. First of all, Adobe Firefly. I've already done a more detailed tutorial on this. You may check it in my videos area. Here we see some setting options such as camera perspective and camera angle, but also other settings. At the bottom we find the dialog box for uploading the image and entering the prompt. Click on the Generate button on the right to start creating the video. I really have to say, despite all the criticism of Firefly, this platform always offers something to laugh about, especially when we see this result of Blackbeard cheering in a soccer match. At the end, he kicks his right shoe into the air. But from a technical point of view, the results of Adobe Firefly are still rather critical. Secondly, let me show you PixVerse. Here too, the dialog box for the image and prompt is at the bottom center. You could also customize various settings here. For example, the video style, the camera. There is a so-called magic brush for the exact definition of the movements of individual elements of the image. Click on Create to start the video creation. As we can see here, the realization, i.e. the entire movement, is pretty well done. Then there is Hedra.com. Here you can change the aspect ratio, here the resolution, and here the duration. Paste your prompt here and upload your image on the right. Click on the red circle to start the video creation process. What I would like to say at this point, thanks to almost all the platform providers for offering free credits to test their system, so you don't have to buy a pig in a poke. The same applies to LTX Studio. Here you also get a few free credits. Upload your image here, copy the prompt here. Further down you can select the duration of the video. If you then click on Generate Video, you will get 4 different versions. Interestingly done, but the results are not that exciting. In one version, Blackbeard loses his teeth. In the other one, it's also somehow strangely done. Here the leg movement is quite okay. In the 4th version, the figures are frozen, and only the smoke in the background moves. But all in all, you've seen it for yourself, not that great. The next platform is called Vidu.com. The user interface is also very user-friendly. Use image to video. Upload an image and paste your prompt here. Click Create to start the video creation. If we take a look at the video, we can see a very strong interpretation of the main character. However, the rest flickers a lot and is not usable at all. That's actually a pity. Overall though, the main character is really well realized. Finally, I'll show you Invideo AI. You can also use image to video here, but it's called photo to clip. Upload an image and copy the prompt into it. Unlike other platforms, however, you don't get any generative credits. Although it is stated at the bottom that you can still use 10 minutes, I am not able to test this video platform. Nevertheless, I have heard from several sources that this app is very powerful because it allows you to create and edit entire films, and only on the basis of a single prompt. I did not include those platforms shown last in the competition because, for me, they are rather secondary players in the battle for the best video AI platform. In my experience, the others achieve significantly better results. However, I will continue to follow developments. Maybe they will be in the next competition. That's it once again. Let me briefly reflect again on what we have learned. I really think that $2.50 for 5 seconds of video via VO2 is, in view of the results, clearly too much. This is not sustainable and is certainly not only difficult for me to understand, especially when you look at the prices and results of other platforms such as Wan AI. That's it for this tutorial. Thank you very much for listening. See you soon. Your channel, AI, Now You Know.